now you got
so now I just got a whole bag of marshmallows in my cabinet.
Do you ever squish them and make it into like the marshmallow taffy? Yeah, that's what I like.
That's my favorite way to eat it.
It's the best way to eat it.
I didn't want to because it's messy. I didn't want to do that on camera.
Yeah.
So I squished it down so it was flat. So it sort of gave it a little bit of that texture.
Gave it that kind of in-between feel. That's so funny. It is
my favorite way to
the best way to eat a raw marshmallow. Just mash it up.
I agree. Anyhow,
one of our latest Avatar videos that dropped on Patreon early because they're ahead of YouTube. Patrons, what up?
What up? Thanks, patrons. Join us on Patreon /
Gallifrey
Gals. I can never remember if there's a the. Sorry. I'm bad. I'm terrible. I'm the worst.
It's so good. No, she doesn't. But the pickle juice episode just dropped. The one where I specifically pulled out the jar of pickle juice.
I saw someone post about this on the internet. Yeah. It's horrifying. It's horrifying.
It's so good. So beautiful. A couple of the patrons were like, was that pickle juice? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Gross.
I loved it.
Hi,
I'm Katrina and I love pickle juice.
I'm PAULA and I don't. But you know what I do love? Star Trek The Next Generation. And I am passing that love on to Katrina. We are on season 3, episode 6.
We're getting warped.
Yeah, we are. And this episode is called Booby Trap.
I'm such a child, and I'm like, I'm tired today too, and like the last episode made me
a little bit loopy,
extra tired because I cried a lot, and then I read Booby Trap, and I was like, I'm fine.
Well, we'll see if boobies are involved, I guess.
I highly doubt boobies are involved, but I do think there is a booby trap. I think they're someone. I don't know who they is. I'm assuming it's the Enterprise. Gets caught in something that they're not supposed to.
I mean, isn't that just every episode?
That's just literally every episode.
Described every episode. Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything else to say to like set it up or anything.
I'm just gonna crack up this M&M.
Other than this episode originally aired on my 5th birthday. So if you didn't already know how old I was, go check out that.
Now you'll know.
But this will air after my birthday because my birthday is coming up. So
shit, it is, isn't it?
It's in like 2 weeks.
When's yours?
I believe the 30th, October 30th, the day before Halloween.
Yours is the day before Halloween. Jesus Christ, I got a lot of October friends. We're doing good today, guys. We're doing good. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
That's one of my favorite shirts of yours that you're wearing now.
I like it too. I recorded a podcast today and I got complimented on it then as well. So they told me it was a kid shirt though, but it's not. It was in the junior section of Target and they said that still counted as kids. And I said, no, it doesn't.
Okay, so that definitely still counts as kids, but it's still a very cute shirt.
Excuse me, but the teenagers who shop in the juniors department would take issue with you calling them kids.
And guess what? Teenagers, you're kids too.
You are not an adult yet, but you're not a child either.
I guess it depends on the sense of the conversation.
Yes. True. Context is important. Let's watch Star Trek.
Booby Trap. Let's go.
Booby Trap. Let's go.
Approaching source, Captain. Put it on the bureau.
It says Booby Trap.
A Vermilion battle cruiser. There is adequate oxygen for life support, Commander.
It is exactly as they left it, number one. In the bottle.
In the bottle!
Ship in the bottle. Oh, good Lord. Didn't anybody here build ships in bottles when they were boys?
No.
I did not play with toys.
Worf said,
only swords.
Never a boy. I don't know what to say.
Doing fine with me.
You're different.
No, you're different.
But I'm not trying now.
That's
Stop trying.
That's my point.
Questionable, sir. I believe I can supply power to its playback unit, but its components are quite old.
That is like a little tea light.
I will attempt to amplify the image with my tricorder.
At Mr. O'Brien's leisure, we're ready to return.
No, you're not. You ain't coming back yet.
You don't think?
Nope.
Thrilling.
Damn it.
It would have
Absolutely
been not
thrilling.
surprising if that
Right.
had happened.
And that was right, number one. There were ghosts on board that old ship. One of them actually spoke to us.
A friendly one, I hope.
My own counterpart. The captain's final message, praising his crew.
I hope you'll be as thoughtful when the time comes.
Is it possible? We fall into the same snare that killed them. 1,000-year-old booby trap.
Geordi's looking for a booby trap, am I right?
Oh, shit.
In fact, they were the first to use the Cavis Techie elusive maneuver, as well as the passive
Cavis
lure
Techie.
stratagem, which is comparable to Napoleon's...
Any mention of a situation like this?
He's like radiation.
He's like,
I recommend that I return the
relevant
cruiser within weight.
information,
They didn't have
please,
much
Data.
success with this problem, Commander.
No, but they knew who their enemy was better than we do. They may have known what caused the trouble. They just didn't know how to get out of it.
You know what I need to do? I need to get inside there. I need to be able to turn that thing inside out. Computer, is there a cross-section image we can replicate on a holodeck?
Select menu, design specifications, or prototype schematic.
That's the visiting dignitary talk. What's the inside story? Off the record.
Access denied. Personal logs are restricted.
Great. Another woman who won't get personal with me on the holodeck.
Oh, okay.
Leah, I want to find a way to supplement the energy supply to the ship and to the engines. Could we alter the matter-antimatter paths? 452 through system L575.
Adjustments to dilithium crystal chamber complete.
Impact analysis computer.
Warp energy has increased 14%. Reactants per unit time remaining steady.
Yes. All right. Computer, if you add data from all these sources, could you synthesize a true representation of Dr. Brahms?
There would be a 9.37% margin of error in the interactive responses from the facsimile.
I can live with that. Do it.
When will they ever learn?
They won't.
They just won't, will they?
I know my ship. Inside and out.
Well, then you must know me inside and out. Because a lot of me is in here.
Okay.
You know, I always wish that a chief engineer could be present when a ship is being built.
That's what's wrong with designers. We never get out in space.
We're fine, it's fine.
You're there now.
Energy.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine a very similar discussion taking place in our neighbor ship over 1,000 years ago. Well, let's hope our decisions are more successful than theirs were. Miss LaForge, I want you to return to engineering and continue with your efforts without delay. Mr. Wolf?
He's like, gladly.
Prepare the
I'm like,
phasers.
he's not even in engineering.
Phasers locked on coordinates.
Computer override standard procedure.
Override authority restricted.
What? Computer!
I'm using that to solve our problems. Also, to possibly get it on, but...
Crystal lattice is breaking down. We'll have to pick up repairs when we can reach a starbase.
The optimist of the group. How long do we have shields based on current calculations?
Under 2 hours. And the radiation field has increased by 17%.
Yikes.
So what impact will that have on fatal exposure?
Down to 26 minutes.
If we resist, we die.
It'll take 100, maybe 1,000 adjustments every second. How are you gonna do it? It's humanly impossible.
I'm not human.
You,
Of course she knows.
you mean the computer could do it?
I am
Captain.
the computer.
Captain, this is a holographic simulation of one of the propulsion experts who designed the Enterprise engines, Leah Brahms.
He's come up with something that may give us a chance, if we agree to stay out of it. He proposes to turn total control of the ship over to the computer because it is capable of making quicker adjustments than any human being.
End simulation. Fatal exposure.
See? Same variables, only this time the computer didn't quite make it.
Deflector shield failure. Lethal radiation levels. Fatal exposure in 26 minutes.
Ooh.
The answer lies in our own computer. The mind, the best piece of engineering we'll ever need.
But didn't your researchers indicate 1,000 adjustments per second will be required?
But not if we shut everything off. One blast of everything we've got left for a microsecond to beat the inertia, and then we shut it all down, except for minimal life support and 2 thrusters.
Oof.
No impulse engines, no computer.
One propeller,
It's
Captain.
basically going down to one
Deflector
propeller.
shield failure.
I feel like
Maybe
it's been
so.
a minute.
I've run the simulations, Captain.
Just have to
You
mention how
want?
beautiful
I'll
Troy
take the
is.
con.
Thank you, Mr. LaForge, but you've done your job. Now I must do mine. I relieve you, Mr. Crusher.
Oh shit!
Yes, sir.
This is the best part of the whole episode. This is the best part. This is great. Oh my
Alright,
god.
I'm gonna fly this thing.
For a
She
short
said,
burst. Inertia
I'm coming
dampeners are
in.
on manual.
One
they may not
propeller.
fully compensate for the acceleration. So brace yourself.
My history nerd heart is
Deflector
about to
shield
explode.
failure.
It's
Lethal
about to
radiation
go.
levels.
Computer,
Fatal exposure.
discontinue radiation warning until further notice.
Starboard thruster firing.
Coming to. Heading
Crazy.
340. Mark 10.
Thruster is off. Port thruster is firing. Sir, the gravitational attraction of the various masses has reduced our velocity by 8%.
Of course it has.
By my calculations, we no longer have sufficient momentum to clear the debris field.
Thank you, Mr. Data.
Thank you, Mr. Data.
Starboard aft thruster.
Ooh, Picard, you sneaky devil.
Doing a little dance.
You have used the asteroid's gravitational pull as a slingshot. Excellent.
Picard said.
Troy's like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
Wesley's like,
We got through.
I wouldn't have done
Call,
that.
Mr. Crusher.
Every time you look at this engine, you're looking at me. Every time you touch it, it's me.
Okay.
Like, okay.
Made working on the Enterprise much more sexual.
Yeah, well, Geordi clearly needs to work some things out of his system. He's...
All right. Well, the first 5 episodes were much stronger than that one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not that it was terrible. I really loved the part with Picard. That was definitely the best part of the whole episode for me. That was great. He was like, I'll step in and take over from here. I just don't like how they particularly wrote Geordi in this one. And in my opinion, this is where we kind of get that there are minor parts that don't hold up as well. They kind of wrote him like I'm the nice guy.
Yes.
Why don't I get things I want? Because I'm the nice guy.
You are not the only person to react to this episode in that way. That is, there are other people who kind of talk about that in in the way Geordi is sometimes portrayed in his romantic life, which is unfortunate because I'll tell you, he's one of my favorite characters. I really love Geordi, and it is unfortunate that he
it's
is
definitely
slight creeper in this.
Yes.
And like
it's definitely a time thing. It's definitely like an 80s like
a bit of a product of its time, sure.
Definitely a product of its time. Because it was just like it was just like creepy in some moments, a little weird in some others.
I mean, I can appreciate Geordi wanting to feel like there's someone he's trying to date the wrong people is what's happening. He's choosing people he doesn't have anything in common with, which is why it's not working. And it's like it's fun to watch him have something in common with this other person. Yeah. And like, but that needs to be a real person.
Let him have some real human not
a holodeck program. And I can also see how easy it would be to I mean, those simulations are so real. It would be very easy to confuse reality.
Get a little caught up in it.
Yeah. So with that's a little like, I'll call it, it's like just left of problematic. It's like just slightly problematic. But for me, I still I had a lot of fun watching the episode again. Yeah. But yes, I wondered because that's how I kind of feel about the plot point as well. And it's how I felt about it the first time I saw it. And I wondered if you would have that similar kind of,
there was just a moment, I can't remember what the line was, but I felt my eyes roll.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, you're not owed someone's attention. You're not owed someone's attraction.
And also, like, I think the problem with, if we're going to really get into like nice guy stuff, the problem with that, I feel like, is that what it says is that friendship with someone is less valuable than a romantic situation. Yeah. And even if what you want is a romantic partner, there's nothing like, you shouldn't be mad at me if what I want is a close friendship. Like that is also valuable. And as a human, and not just a woman, as a human, valued as both possibilities. Like,
and it's
not your consolation prize, like
exactly. It's this conversation of, well, I did something nice for you, so you owe me something in return. Yeah. You owe me a date or a kiss or and it's like
that's not how it works.
I thought you were being nice because you just
like me as a person. Yeah. Not because
not because I am expected to do something in return. Mm-hmm. So that's, it's just like, bleh.
Yeah. So it's a little icky.
But still some good moments. Mm-hmm. Picard's a badass.
Yes. And even though the version of Leah we saw was kind of a computer created version of her, like those are from her research and her words.
Yes.
And she's pretty cool.
She's super cool. She was awesome. I really liked the actress. I liked that transition of like being computer-esque into like the personality. Mm-hmm. I definitely really enjoyed her. Luna is just like, look at my butt.
Yeah.
Look at it. And it's also that interesting conversation of the computer, like how involved the computer really is. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't mean to.
Speaking of computer.
Yeah.
No. I'm glad you said something about it because I learned some things that I didn't know. So we're going to share it with everyone now. So the actress who plays Lwaxana Troi, who also does the voice of the computer, Katrina pointed out that someone has said on a comment that she was married to Gene Roddenberry, which I didn't know, but it's true. She was his second wife. But she also, I didn't know this, somehow played Nurse Christine Chapel in the original series. She's been in Star Trek for a long time.
For like forever. That's crazy.
It's pretty neat, actually.
Oh my God, I'm just watching Luna watch your every move.
They remained married for the rest of Roddenberry's life, and Roddenberry died by Barrett's side on October 24th, 1991. So Roddenberry dies a couple years into, so he's still around for this. But I actually was reading, I have this really cool book called The Continuing Mission that talks about behind the scenes stuff with Next Generation. And one of the things I was reading was in this season particularly, people starting to be like, Roddenberry was starting to kind of slip away a little. And this was not his like best. It wasn't always great interacting with him at this time.
Yeah. That's rough.
And he's like, according to this, I didn't realize it was 1991, but when this aired, he's like 2 years away from dying. Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
Interesting. And then he died from cancer. Then she was, I don't know how to say her first name, which is why I've been avoiding it, but it's spelled Magel. So I actually don't know. Excuse me, it's a J, Magel. So it might be Mahel or it might be Magel. I don't actually know. If y'all know, I would be interested if you can write it out.
Give us a little phonetic pronunciation of that.
But she lived until 2008.
Wow.
She also died of cancer, though. She died from leukemia.
Wow. Anyhow. 2008. That's crazy.
So that's our fun fact for today. Anyhow, that's that. So that's your fun fact for the episode. And that was the fun, entertaining, and yet slightly sketchy episode, the booby trap.
They definitely took advantage of saying booby trap at least 2 times.
For 2 boobs.
Boobs.
Mm-hmm. So that's that.
There we go.
I will tell you. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm excited about the next episode, but I'm probably going to say that about every episode.
Lots of them.
Almost all of them. I'm going to be like, the next one is. I'll tell you, the next one focuses a lot on Geordi again, and you can feel however you end up feeling about it. This is not to put expectations on you, but I really like the next episode. So I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry if you think that's too spoilery.
Too bad. Deal with it.
I'm just saying it.
Paula's taking me on the journey, and she done said it.
That's right.
Oh my
And depending on how this is framed right now, Luna is here. I don't know if she's actually in. If
I don't think
see her,
people will be able to see, but I have been watching her watch you for the last 5 minutes. When you stopped petting her, she sat down in that spot and she just stared at you with her ears kind of twinged back, and she just waited.
Hi.
Yeah, your mama to love on you.
Oh, are you looking, Mom? What do you do? Now you're pushing me away. What do you want? What do you want from me? All right. Y'all, thank you so much for being here for the Gallifrey Gals Get Warped. Yup, we are a quarter of the way through this season or so, I guess. So that's 20 episodes left.
Holy shit, you guys. It's crazy.
It's a lot.
I love it. That's okay. Just catch your Gallifrey Gals next time.
Yeah.
As we boldly watch what no noob has ever watched before.
Make it so.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Blah, blah, blah.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when we post new content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell in the corner.